Well, hello. I didn't remind everybody on social media that I was going to be streaming today. I wonder if anybody will remember to show up. Can you hear me okay? Hello? Well, I got a request on Tumblr to do an Eraserhead piece. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do some watercolor pencils and a watercolor. Yeah, hold on a second. Hey, what up, Edie? Sorry, I'm having a hard time getting started today. Fridays. Whew, it's the best time to do a stream, huh? Hey, Mark. Oh my gosh. Well, good luck. I hope you survive the party. So I'm gonna do an Eraserhead piece. Somebody on Tumblr sent me a little request. I thought I would work on something like this today. I'm gonna do a black and white thing, but I'm gonna do like do it in watercolor and watercolor pencils, or rather a watercolor pencil. I think I'm just gonna use the black here. Yeah, this is on the arches or arche, however you want to say it. These guys, the 9x12. Here's my photo reference I'm working off of today. And I think what I'm going to do is sort of block it in. I have this is just a graphite pencil, but it's a very hard lead, so I can draw real soft with it. I haven't tried the cold press. That stuff is like the very rough paper, right? Right, Pippy Poppy? Pippy Pop, 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 Pippy. So my thought with this too is that I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna try to copy this photo exactly. I'm gonna sort of use it as a starting point for the idea, and try to exaggerate it just a little bit and tighten up like a more make a composition that'll work a little bit better for a illustration. When I was thinking about this um, earlier today, it was cracking me up how um, like so many people act like Eraserhead and the meaning of Eraserhead is so mysterious. It's like the most like um, to me at least, it seems like the most like heavy-handed sort of story you could ever do. I mean, it's just about like a dude who's scared of having kids and having being in a marriage, and it's just working out what that how scared that made. I think that's how scared made David Lynch. But I do like this movie a lot. It is very good horror movie stuff. And I think the thing that makes it the most upsetting of like all of his films is just that um, there's no soundtrack, there's no score. Like there's a song kind of near the end, but like everything else is just like machine noises and like industrial machine noises and the sounds that are in the rooms, and there is no music whatsoever in the whole movie. It's creepy. Oh, if you haven't seen it, I think it's worth checking out. It's a very, very slow, tedious film, but I think that that is sort of the point of it. Man, I feel like I have seen Pi, but it has been a long time. I don't know if I don't think I remember anything about it. That does not sound familiar to me. Your description of pie, I should check that out. That might be a fun thing to put on this weekend. Although I will say I wish that there were more, black and white movies. I honestly think that, like, it's just a sin that people are scared of making black and white movies nowadays. Same with comics too. Like, it is really hard to get anyone to sort of think about or approve doing a black and white comic. Although I probably would have to admit, at least for making movies, like, I don't think that I think making a black and white movie might be harder than making a color movie, but I don't know for sure, having never made a movie. But it makes sense to me that it would be hard just because you have to be so meticulous about how you guide the eye around. Oh my gosh, whenever I see, like, a black and white reprint of a comic, I'm always, like, just wishing that they could have been printed that way, especially, like, so many, superhero books are just so beautifully, like, rendered and then they just get, like, all that beautiful inking just gets lost in the coloring process. In fact, sometimes I think that about my own stuff because I feel like my inking has gotten way better over the years, but, nobody would know it because it's all it's all obliterated by my watercolors. I did not know that, Eternaut, yes. I have not read that. I've only seen a couple, pages from that. But every time I see it, I'm like, "Oh, I need to remember to pick that up because it looks gorgeous." What up, Rudak? Thanks for coming by. So my plan is just to do this all in black and white. So I'm just gonna use ivory black, but, who knows? I might get inspired to splash a little color on there or something. And it'll be interesting to see how these, um The watercolor pencils hold up under this. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that there were two versions of Eternaut. Man, one thing about these watercolor pencils is I absolutely love how they blur out when you put wet stuff over them. It's just gorgeous. Oh, that is interesting. I did not know that that was originally done in 1969. Man, there are so many comics nowadays. It is impossible to keep up with all the goings on. Oh, I got Mort Cinder. That dude's an amazing, cartoonist. Yeah, that Mort Cinder book, I forget how much it was. 40 or $50 probably? Beautiful hardcover, though, and incredible artwork, like, very, in some ways, real reminiscent of, who's that dude who did Ice World? And he did some Conans that are very highly regarded. Oh, shout out to your library, dude. Zafino, yeah. He's got, like, a similar sort of inking style to Zafino, very, like, highly rendered, fine lines, sketchy, but, like, very sort of accurate and believable lighting. Depending on how long this takes us, to get this painting done, I might go grab it and we could look at it. I already feel like this is gonna be one of those paintings where I make fewer strokes than normal. Trying to think of what that Safino book I was thinking of was called. It was like something about Snow World or Ice World. Winter Winter World? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, they made new Winter World comics at IDW. I did not know that. Sorry, I'm zoning out on doing this picture. What's everyone talking about? Everyone for the win. Man, this Arches paper is different than my usual paper. Like it does not. It just takes so long to for the paint to dry. It's trying hard to keep it on the surface instead of soaking in. It's very interesting. Yeah, Girl Walks Home at Night was a good movie. I gotta we gotta rewatch that soon. Yeah, it might be because of the cotton fiber on this paper. I think it's probably more likely whatever they're using for the sizing, the the glue that they use to glue all the fibers together. I think that usually has more of an impact on like how much water gets absorbed. I very, very briefly went to art school in Oakland at a school where I supposedly David Lynch's daughter went there while I was going there, and he came and gave a few impromptu presentations to the film department while I was there, and I never got to see one because I was not in the film department and never heard about it until afterwards. But Lynch seems like a fun guy to go see, talk about making stuff. Oh, geez, yeah, Raging Bull was beautiful. Rumblefish was beautiful. Coffee and Cigarettes was beautiful. Jim Jarmusch, I have not seen that. And I haven't seen, Petrified Forest either. Last week, somebody recommended a movie, and me and Ma watched it, like, the next day, but I can't remember what it was. That's not a good sign, though. Hey, Austin. No, I still haven't finished the Thanos thing. I got it on my list to work on this weekend. Oh, and I'm working off camera right now. Dude. See you, Pippy Poppy. Sorry, Pippy Pop. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I should be. I've been trying to do it every Friday at 7 p.m. And so far, I have a pretty good track record. This sort of thing isn't always easy for me to keep going, but I've been actually enjoying doing these live streams a lot. So it's pretty easy to keep it a priority when you're having fun. These have been like a really great like wind down for the end of the week kind of a thing. Thanks, Rudak. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. Feed the algorithm. God, it's so depressing that that stuff works and is needed. I've never uh, I've never watched David Finch's Monday Night Draw. The only other live stream I check out on the regular is Daniel Warren Johnston's, which I never check it out. I always miss it live, but lots of times I'll watch that on a Saturday morning. In fact, he was a large inspiration for me doing this in the first place because I thought the way he ran it, very sort of mellow and low key, was like an inspiration. Because when I first, like every time I had thought about it before got into his stream, like live streaming always just seemed like a friggin' nightmare. Yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson is not only a great live streamer, but for reals, like one of the greatest cartoonists of our time. I wish I could I wish I was as good at action as him. Like I think we both have a real good handle on emotional stuff, like different flavors of emotional and character stuff, but he is just so good with the action. Thanks, ED. I'm trying. I think I'm pretty good at it. I really feel like that's like the strong suit of my stuff, but you never know. One thing I have learned is that I will never see my work the way other people do, no matter how hard I try. Yeah, it is so weird to like sort of the realization that you work on these comics or you work on any art and you work on it as hard as you can, and you just will never know how other people see it. Even though that's like that, it's like that bit of communication is the whole point, you know. It's like trying to get someone else to see what you see. Ultimately, though, I think probably the trick is making art is sort of about communicating to yourself, trying to figure out, just trying to tell yourself what you see. Philosophy, baby. Man, I bet edibles would make this live stream way more fun, though. Oh, sorry, I meant to mute the mic and I failed. I hope that wasn't too loud. Nice. I assume there's some sort of like limiter on the YouTube streaming stuff, but like I find the sound of my hairdryer to be very unpleasant. I can only like it seems like it would be really bad on your end. Yeah, and without the sound, it seems more magical, huh? Like just like magical drying, magical drying. I think I'm gonna come in with some Prismacolor and try to tighten up this face a little bit. I don't feel like I don't feel like the likeness is really working right now. Like it looks like him, but doesn't look like it has his vibe, but not his like actual appearance kind of. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh yeah, the lighthouse was great. Absolutely gorgeous too. Thanks, ED. I appreciate that. I don't know if I fully agree that it's there yet, but getting close. Fish in the percolator is one of the greatest lines of all time. Man, I feel you, Kelly. I think the first time I saw this when I was in high school, Eraserhead definitely gave me a tummy ache. It was like just so freaky and weird. And I was telling people earlier, and I think you might appreciate this, I think so much of it is just that there's no, soundtrack. It's all just the noises of the room and the factories in the neighborhood and stuff, and it is very freaky. Yeah, that is so wild, like, actually getting the, job to do, what you call it, the Elephant Man based on, Eraserhead is absolutely nuts. Actually, that's one of those, like, wonderful examples of, like, when you do the thing that you love, people will react to it. Like, if David Lynch had tried to do, like, a commercial success movie, like, I don't know, like a rom-com or something, there's absolutely no way any of us would know, like, his name today. Blue Velvet, I don't know, it's definitely. I don't even know if it's a rom or a com. I feel dirty saying that it's either of those things. I actually rewatched that just a couple weeks ago, and it is such a gorgeous movie, like, so, like, everything looks like it was shot on a sound stage kind of in a and it has, like, a weird fakeness to it, and it's really gorgeous. Man, sometimes I think making a movie would be super fun, but I think it would only be fun if, like, no one expected to make any money off of it. Good night, Rudak, thanks for stopping by. Good luck getting up so early, yeesh. Yeah, I could see that about Wild at Heart being rom-commy. I haven't seen that in a long time either, I should, give that a shot. That one's One of those that has a couple very difficult scenes to watch. I don't know if I've seen The Straight Story. In fact, I don't know if I've even ever heard of that. Did he what you have to explain that for me, though. Does that mean that he actually made it for Walt Disney, or that it just has, like, a Disney vibe to it? Oh, wow. It's my pleasure, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Edie, that's kinda what I was thinking too. Kelly, is that the one where the dude drives on the riding mower? Aha. I have not seen that one. And you're right, I do gotta watch that. Maybe that's my weekend watching, although I suspect I'm not gonna have much of a weekend. Thanks, buddy. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Now I'm going in for some ink to get this black hair. Because in the image, his hair is it's like the blackest thing in the shot, just about. This is a pretty good trick for working with trying to get a gradient on watercolor or with ink. You just put down clean water, and then you add the color. Yeah, I haven't seen Mulholland Drive in forever. I barely even remember it, to be honest. Well, I'm at the point in this picture where I'm not sure what to do next. Feels pretty done. You can see some of the choices I made. I got rid of the plate or whatever was in the background. Now I wonder if I should have kept it. It would have added a little bit of interest right in that area. I think maybe I need to darken here just a little bit to get the baby to pop. Everyone wants the baby to pop. That's what they teach you day one. Pop the baby. It's a good thing this isn't being recorded. Yeah, the baby is terrifying. The baby has such like a great combo too of like absolutely terrifying and also like in its sheer defenselessness somehow cute. Maybe cute's not the word, but you definitely feel terrible for it. I could definitely see the baby sound effects doing that. And I'm gonna call this one done. Feels like this came together pretty quick. And that's working from a photo definitely speeds things up because there's a lot fewer decisions that need to be made when you work from a photo. But it is a very fun practice to do. And you find stuff like I don't think I would have ever drawn this exactly like this if I was doing it from memory. I definitely would have gone more cartoony if I was just trying to come up with something out of my head because that seems to be my default. It's sort of like when you're drawing something out of your own imagination, you're speaking with your true accent, but when you're copying a photo, you're trying to speak in someone else's accent. All right. And this is the only reason why we come here. Ta-da! Thanks. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I did not know what to expect. But this is something I need to do a lot more of this. I need to do a lot more sort of drawing from life and from photos and stuff. There's so much fun stuff you can learn from that. I feel like you can barely see those pencil marks on there, and I want to erase them, but I feel like I should let it dry overnight before I hit it with an eraser for fear of absolutely destroying the whole thing. Well, that was fun. I guess I'll call it quits with that. Oh my gosh, Hereditary. I've actually been wanting to rewatch that, but have not been able to make the time to be freaked out all night. All right. Well, anybody else gonna do something cool this weekend? I think I'm just gonna be working on commissions and trying to stay off Twitter as much as I can. That's like my whole life now is just staying off of Twitter. Yeah, I think Hereditary was very like it's so much better than it had any right to be. It was just such a weird movie, and then it sort of like felt like it pulled it all off there at the very end. I need to rewatch Midsommar also. That somebody online was talking about rewatching that again and how much better it was on a second watch. All right, everybody. I'm gonna log off. Thanks so much for dropping by. Thanks for keeping me company tonight. I had a great time. All right, take care, everyone. I'll see you next week.